Yo, yo, what's good? It's Friday, the 13th, May 13th. I just realized that. Yeah. I mean, if you
Whoa.
believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. You know, it is what it is.
Creepy vibes only, bro.
Creepy vibes only. I mean, we could talk about something scary, which is, the thoughts of Joel Embiid maybe potentially walking from Philly because he's tired of it. That could be kind of scary for some people.
Sounds like it.
But we're definitely going to talk about NBA playoffs. We had an exciting game yesterday, the first series to come to a close. We have a game 7 on Sunday, and we got 2 deciding games today. So, we're going to have to break all that down. We have an MVP in the league. We got to see if we all agree or disagreed about that. I know a lot of people had different takes on it. And NFL schedule came out. Got to talk NFL schedule. We some football fans here. Definitely got to give our predictions on our teams. A rough prediction right now since it's still May 13th. We're still about 4 months away from the season. So, for the people I've never seen any of this and I'm like, yo, who the hell are these 3 guys that just came up on my YouTube? This is the Radical Souls Podcast. This is where we talk our sports. I'm Daniel.
Chris.
I'm Ethan. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. And after you're done with the video, like and comment under.
Facts. Leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite team is. We can talk about your team. Maybe you're a fan of one of our rivals. We can talk about our predictions for you guys. Or if you want to just leave a comment about something else, baseball, football, basketball,
hockey.
We can talk some hockey too, because the Rangers are out here in the playoffs. But I'm not a super duper hockey fan, so I'm not gonna act like a fake fan. But if you want to leave a comment, we'll learn about it for 10 minutes and then try to talk about it a little bit if y'all want us to.
Facts.
With that being said, guys, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
So, somebody's prediction here is that much closer to being correct. The Miami Heat did eliminate the 76ers yesterday. Your boy James Harden was out here looking like Ben Simmons. He took 2 shots in the second half.
2 shots in the second half. That blows my mind.
We see my man's pull up 2 shots in the span of one, like a resetted shot clock and 1 shot clock. Like, that is crazy. And he took 2 shots on the second half.
And you see him on the defensive side, too, that look horrible, which he always looks horrible on the defensive side. But, like, the fact that – I know you guys saw that play where Jimmy Butler got, like, 3 rebounds on him, like, back-to-back. I was like, yo, it's bad.
So let me ask y'all, right? Because there's a discussion going on about what's wrong with James Harden. What is he the same James Harden? What do you guys think it's more about? Is he out of shape or is he getting old?
I think it's a combination of both, but I think it's more out of shape because there's players that play into that age with no problem. He's not that old.
So does he need to readjust his game or does he have to start hitting the weights again and stop, messing around so much in the offseason?
He need to stop getting on stage with Travis Scott and go ahead and, put on some headphones and start running or some shit.
E, what's your take, bro? I know you've watched James Harden very closely in the beginning of his career. He gets traded, let some walk on, and then, you have to watch him from afar for a while, watch him become an MVP, and now he's at this stage. What is it?
I completely agree with Chris. My man's just out of shape. Like, every team he gets traded to, he's just out of shape and then tries to get back in shape, but it's just a problem after a while.
Nah, yeah, I mean, that hamstring injury, like, I last year he couldn't really do much in the offseason because of it, quote unquote. But I don't know, like, if that's a lingering thing, like, what does Philly do? Do you tell him, like, yo, opt in because we're not trying to extend you right now because we have no idea what we're going to do with you? Do you tell him we'll give you a small extension? Like, what do you do if you're Philly? Do you trade him?
I mean, I would personally trade him, but like you got James Harden for Ben Simmons, someone you just didn't rely on during the season. So that was already a good trade. But now you have Embiid where he looks like he doesn't even want to play for the team anymore. So it's like 2 star players on your team with who knows what happens next year.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation, I think, for Philly because you don't want to trade Harden where he's currently at because he's going to be worth a lot more. And you also don't want to get rid of Embiid. And, as frustrated as he is, he's still, the runner-up for MVP, past MVP last year. So you're breaking down a team based on the frustration of Embiid and Harden. So you don't want to get rid of your actual key piece in Embiid because Harden. Like, I don't know, it's a complicated situation, but if I had to trade one off, I'm trading off Harden.
Nah, I feel you, especially because like it's definitely a weird situation because you got the whole thing with Doc Rivers where a lot of people think he's gonna get fired because they want to bring in Mike D'Antoni. They're just sweating to do it. I don't think Doc Rivers was the problem. I think it's personnel more than anything else.
I was just gonna say that I think it is personnel more than anything.
Yeah, because he had an interesting quote where he told a reporter like, "Yo, every time you get something wrong, do you get fired?" Like he was coming at reporters yesterday, not worried about his job security. I mean, if he gets fired, he's gonna find a job, no problem, because the Lakers are hiring. There's other teams hiring. Then you had Jimmy Butler at the end of the game walking in the tunnel saying they picked Tobias Harris over me, and I was like, "Oh, damn, that cut deep," and that was a big mistake they made. But is Tobias Harris someone you look at trying to move if you can? Is that another solution? Then you got Embiid talking about, yo, James Harden just ain't that person no more. He a point guard now. Like there's a lot of audio, bro, from last night to listen to.
A lot of shots fired.
But
Yeah, I don't know
Harris,
I was just gonna say I don't know how you think about it, but the way I see it is like, yo, I think you stick with your chips, bro, and go into the off season, and everybody has to put their head down and go into camp. Because you can't trade Harden that quick after you just gave away Ben Simmons. Like, not gave him away, but you traded off one key player for another. There's no way you just get rid of Harden just because of one bad, end half of your season.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't think so either. But the narratives out there are gonna be trade him.
Yeah. So
we'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be interesting because I think this all season for the NBA is gonna be crazy.
How do y'all feel about the Heat looking at the other side of the ball now?
Yeah, I remember who my pick was for the finals. A while ago, I said the Heat.
They're picking up fire at the right time, which is good. So
I predicted them to do so. And you got the Bucks who have a chance to close out the Celtics tonight. I know E picked the Celtics to win the series. I know you picked the Bucks to go all the way to the championship, Chris.
It's been a really tough series. Like, I can't lie. Like, it's not even just like a blowout every game. Like, both teams are really competing.
Listen, the East is going to be crazy, man. I think depending who comes out the West, I think the West is going to win because the East is just such a, scrappy matchups every round that, for example, you got the Celtics and Bucks right now. Whoever comes out of the series might be so banged up by the time they got to play the Heat that the Heat might just cakewalk. But then at the same time, I don't think there's going to be a cakewalk into the finals. They might cakewalk, but it's still going to be tough matchups. So it's they might get dogged as well, and they might not win the finals because of the Eastern Conference Finals. You feel me? I think it's gonna be tough, man. Who do you got tonight? Bucks, Celtics. I mean, you still rocking with the Celtics? You want to switch up?
I'm still rocking with the Celtics. We saw what the Mavs did. There's always hope.
Yeah, the Mavs won last night against the Suns. They were able to force a Game 7, which you're gonna see on Sunday. Who wins that?
I know.
I'm still rocking Suns.
Yeah, I know. I'm still with the Mavs.
Oh, man. I guess it comes down to me. I mean, I picked the Suns to win, but I don't know, man. It's
been iffy for the Suns. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm still rocking with them, but it has been iffy. Foul trouble. I think Dallas has found the kryptonite.
Nah, yeah, it's bro. I think the Suns still win because it's Chris Paul closing out a Game 7. As long as Scott Foster's not officiating. If I hear Scott Foster's officiating, then I'm going Mavericks. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Crazy series, man. And then another crazy series that might close out tonight, Grizzlies-Warriors. The Warriors got absolutely demolished 2 nights ago. They lost by 30, 35? Even though it was a 55-point game at one point and a 52-point game at one point. It was bad.
It's over for them, bro.
The Warriors?
Oh, no. I'm talking about Memphis.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Over for Memphis.
Oh, no, yeah. They're in the Warriors are home. I think they're going to take that personally and be like, oh, okay. 50 points. All right, watch this. Then again, I don't know, because the Warriors have been shaky too. They've been looking a little gassed out.
I mean, as much as you say you love the West, I don't know. The East might take it. either Heat or Bucks, if they do come out, I think they could beat the Warriors or the Suns.
I keep think it's yeah, I agree with you because I could see Miami beating anybody in the West right now, Phoenix included.
I think the Warriors are that wild card. It depends what Warriors are we getting. Are we getting the first round Warriors or the second round Warriors in that finals?
Nope. Even I think Boston, if Boston can come back and win the series, I still think they could beat the Warriors.
Yeah, I guess the size of the East is just too much for the Warriors. I don't know. It's just
Isn't
but
it so weird seeing a team like a playoffs without LeBron? Going back to that, like without seeing a dominated LeBron like team where like that's the first thing you think of when you think of the West.
we'll see what happens. I mean, if they have the right coach, that could be very different next year again, where he comes back and we're just like, okay.
Yeah. But let's enjoy it while it's here.
But we brought up the MVP topic, Chris. You mentioned, he was a runner-up. Jokic won the MVP this year. A lot of people were kind of upset. They felt like Embiid should have gotten it. Other people were like, well, Jokic won in the advanced stats. So, he won it. I'm like, yo, we're going to advanced stats now? Like, I'm getting very tired of the MVP race just because I feel like the criteria is changing every single year. We're looking at advanced stats this year. In years past, it was regular stats. And other years, it was, okay, these two guys are good on offense. Who's better defensively? And sometimes stats don't really tell a full story. I feel like Joel Embiid, what he had to do for the 76ers this year was absolutely wild, especially because he's a two-way player. He passes the eye test. You feel me? Like, it's easy for centers to get steals and blocks because sometimes, we see some of these guys that you're like, yo, how the hell is JaVale McGee averaging 2 blocks a game? But then at the same time, it's like, you're 7 feet. I would hope you get at least one. So it's like, I don't know. I was 50-50. I feel like Embiid should have just gotten it, but I don't know if you guys agree or disagree.
I agree. I agree to the fact that he's a two-way player. Makes a difference on the court, but so is Jokic. So
You're the decider here.
It's a very hard choice because, like, Embiid played well and the 76ers played well during most of the season. But once he got hurt and Harden had to take over during that trade, it was like 50-50. So, like, Jokic didn't have Murray or MPJ the whole season. So, of course, they're going to give it to him, being that they at least made the playoffs.
I mean, if you want to tell me, yeah, he didn't have Murray, but we're going to act like MPJ was – he was rising, but he's not like a solidified – like, I know what I'm going to get from him, that he's a big piece that they're missing.
He's a solid, like, 12 and 5 player. Like, 12 points, 5 boards type of player.
They got that from Jeff Green, man. That's my thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater, but at the same time, like I said, I think the thing that bothers me the most is how every year is something different with the MVP race. Of, oh, yeah, this is why this person's winning. Oh, and Embiid wasn't healthy last year, so we can't give it to him. He misses like 5 games this year, and it's like, well, yeah, you were healthy, but the advanced stats. I'm like, okay.
That I partially agree. That whole 2,000 points and like 1,500 assists and 1,000 rebounds that Jokic had. Like, I felt like that was cool and all, but, like, why bring that up?
It changes every year, bro. But it is what it is. Hopefully Embiid comes back next year, could stay healthy, and hopefully win it because we rarely see a 3-time repeat MVP. And if they try to bring some BS of, well, his stats and his advanced stats and his plus minus, I'm going to be like, all right, y'all just some haters at this point.
That man, what's it called? I think it was second round, like 20th pick.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even a first round consideration.
You're making names for second round picks, man. Second round picks are very important in the league, which, that brings us to our next topic because, we got some second rounders on a few of our teams that might make a difference in the NFL this year. Which team would we like to start with? We're going to play a game of record prediction. I know it's very early. We still don't even know the full rosters, the set rosters, trades, who's going to be where. But which team should we start with?
The Jets, of course.
The Jets?
Of course.
I got to tell Tyreek Hill. Who, the Jets? All right. So, first of all, Shout out to whoever the hell decided to be a wonderful idea to start us off with the entire NFC North the first 4 weeks back to back to back to back. I appreciate you. So we start with the Baltimore Ravens. I think that's a loss that we could chalk up easily. The Browns is a wild card. Depends on if Deshaun Watson is suspended or not. I don't know if you guys disagree or agree because, like I said, I really don't know what happens with him because they still don't even know what they're doing with him.
I agree.
So do I give him a win or a loss at this point, just for the record's sake?
I'll let Chris decide that one. That's difficult.
All right. So at this point, we're 1-1. Then we play the Bengals. That's probably a loss. So at that point, we'll be 1-2. The Steelers is another toss-up because you got Mitchell Trubisky playing quarterback.
We'll take the W on that one.
I'll give you a W on that one.
All right, so we're 2-2. That's pretty solid. Oh no, we're 1-3. My bad. Whoa, 1-3. Ouch. All right, so 1-3. We play the Dolphins. This is at New York.
I think you guys still a win.
I think we can go 1-1 against the Dolphins this year, and I think it'll be one of those things that we winnable at home and we win on the road. Obviously, that's the only options, but normally teams tend to win on the road for whatever reason.
I'll give you that one just because you're gonna lose week 6. So.
All right, so at this point we're 2-3. Then we lose week 6, like you said, to the Packers, which is another wild card. We got to see who the hell's even on that team, but it's Aaron Rodgers, so 2-4. Then we play the Broncos. That's 2-5. We play the Patriots. That's another toss-up because I think that's another one that we could easily split.
I say that's a W.
I'll agree. I guess that's a W, yeah.
All right, so 3-5. Buffalo Bills is a loss, so let's not even waste our time. 3-6. Then we got the bye. Then we play New England again. I think that's how we lose in Gillette.
Yeah, I was about to say, now they're at home.
All right, so 3-7. You got the Chicago Bears. That's a toss-up game.
I think I could beat the Bears. I don't think the Bears are that heavy this year.
Yeah.
So we're at 4-7.
4-7.
The Minnesota Vikings. I think that's another weird game because it really just comes down to what Kirk Cousins are you going to get that day.
Where's that at? Oh, then that's away. That's at home. I mean, that's at away in Minnesota. So I'm gonna go L on that.
All
and
right.
that's if Dalvin Cook and JJ and everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So at this point, we're 4-8. Buffalo Bills, that's another loss. 4-9. Detroit Lions, I think we could beat the
There you go.
Lions.
2 wins back to back right there.
There we go.
Get them hot.
So 5-9, 6-9. We play the Seahawks. Drew Lock at quarterback. Geno Smith at quarterback.
That's a win.
You might be taking by now though. Are you trying to win at this point?
Who, the Seahawks?
No, well, all of those
Jets.
teams, honestly. Yeah, the Jets, the Jags, the Seahawks.
Hold up. I don't know why the hell this is connected to my AirPods, even though my AirPods are no win. All right, there we go.
There we go.
I doubt the Jets tank because at this point it's about development. If we end up we could be one of those teams that end up losing games, but as long as they're competing and look good, I think that's all that matters for the Jets this year. They're gonna end up winning some games. I think we could beat the Seahawks. The Seahawks at that point, week 17, it's like they gotta tank to get a quarterback because they got no answers.
Fair enough.
So at that point, we are 6-10.
Yeah.
Not bad.
7-10.
Dolphins again.
7-10. I'll leave you at 7-10. That's not bad.
So we sweep them.
I can see that.
I can see it.
So 7-10. That's a pretty solid year considering, where the Jets have been the last few years. And that gives us a pick in the middle where we can get another defensive piece, potentially, or another offensive lineman if need be.
For you bettors out there, it's 5.5 for the Jets wins.
Yeah. Over-unders at 5.5. So, like we just said.
That's not bad.
We got 7 probables, and there was some questionable
We
ones in there,
should
too.
throw in together some futures for our teams, guys, as radical souls.
I'm down.
We could definitely talk
I think
about
we should do that.
afterwards.
I think we should do that afterwards. We should do that instead of what we were doing last year. For each week. I think the futures sounds a little better before the season.
Let's do it.
So let's do it for sure. All right. Let's go to Chris's G-Men.
Starting off 0-1. I'm gonna make this quick. So 0-1. 1-1. I think we could beat Carolina.
Yeah.
1-2. 2-2.
Nope.
2-3.
Oh,
2-4. 3-4. 4-4. You know, it's midway. 5-4. I think we could beat Houston.
Agreed.
What do y'all say? 6-4. We get swept by Dallas. 6-5. 7-5.
Okay.
Where's it? Are they at home? I feel like that's a toss-up. That's a toss-up for 14.
Interesting.
I think if it's at home, I think we beat them, but I don't know.
The Giants, for whatever reason, always win in Philly, and the Eagles always win in MetLife. I don't know why it's like that, but that's how I feel like it normally is.
So what does that put us at? 7-6?
Yeah.
7-6, all right. I think we could sweep the Commanders, but who am I?
Carson Wentz at quarterback. Carson Wentz is at that point in his career where it's win or lose your career. I could see a split. I could also see a sweep. Like I don't see y'all going 0-2 against them. Though.
Let's split it. Let's split it for the sake of not leaning a certain way. So
7-7.
7-7.
Vikings.
I say it now.
I'm gonna go lose. I say lose. Yeah, 7-8.
Colts. That's a loss.
Yeah, 7-9.
The Eagles.
Yeah, I think they could beat the Eagles again.
All right.
So is that 8-9?
8-9.
I think the over under is 6.
They're over under 6.
I think so. 6 or 7.
Oof, if it's 6, man, that future might be nice.
It really just comes down to Daniel Jones, man. Daniel Jones terrifies me because
the thing that sucks with the Giants is the fact that they have the pieces, they just never put them together.
Because they're always injured or not performing the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, there was a span between the Victor Cruz era to Saquon where they couldn't score over 30 points. Or not 30 points, they couldn't score over 21 points. There was that little 2 or 3 span where they couldn't score. And it looks like they're going to the same.
And I think you're confusing the 30-point one because I think there is a streak of games that they have not scored 30 yet in a very long time.
Is it 30? It's somewhere around there in the 20s or 30s, but they just couldn't go above that. You're on mute. Yeah.
And there was another one where they still haven't gone over 30 for whatever reason.
Yeah. So there's that.
8-9. Very questionable. We'll see what happens. I mean, the Giants kind of scare me more than the Jets. I think the Jets are pretty set in stone. We just don't know what the hell we're getting for the Giants.
The Giants had a great draft, though. So you can't count them out.
Like I said, I don't count them out. I'll never forget the day that Chris said, "Yo, Giants about to beat the Eagles. We got this game." I said, "Yo, there's Daniel Jones and there's 2 minutes left. Watch this." And he fumbled and they lost.
I remember that game badly.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ethan, your Cincinnati Bengals, the Super Bowl runner-ups. And they said, F y'all are not going back to the Super Bowl.
This is already a W start out with Mitch Trubisky over here.
Word.
It is the toss-up. It depends what kind of Dak and Zeke we're getting. Let's just say 1-1.
All right. So
I can see
the
that.
Jets, 2-1.
2-1.
The Dolphins, 3-1.
3-1, yeah.
The Ravens.
Let's say 3-2. They're going to be a very tough team.
The Saints.
I think I beat the Saints.
Yeah. I believe in that, too.
That's my toss-up game.
Because,
not with Jameis at quarterback.
Yeah.
They were a lot better with Jameis last year. They added Chris Olave. They get back Michael Thomas. The offense could be a lot better. The defense for the Saints is always pretty good.
Do you really
Eli Apple's going to look an all-star that game. He's going to get a pick or 2.
He's horrible. I don't know why we got him.
It's Eli Apple, man. He'll allow 4 touchdowns by himself.
Easily. I'm still saying 4-2.
All right. So 4-2. Falcons, 5-2.
5-2.
Browns. This is going to be a toss-up on what happens with Deshaun Watson's suspension.
Yep. If he's still suspended, then that's a W.
I think what was the rumors? The rumors are 8 games minimum, like kind of in that ballpark, right? 10, 8 games.
Yep, that's the minimum.
So let's just say, for this sake of argument, they win that game. They're 6-2. The Panthers, that's 9-2.
Right there,
The Steelers, they could sweep.
10-2.
The Titans.
I mean, you get Bobby Woods, but you don't have AJ Brown.
Hold up. Yo, I don't know why. What the hell am I? All right. AirPods are literally closed right here. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyways, keep going. My bad. They're going to Robert Woods.
Robert Woods, but you lose AJ Brown, and you still got Derrick Henry. So that's a toss-up. They're a tough team.
Let's just say, for the sake of the argument, y'all lose, because right now y'all are 9-2, and that's a little OD.
That's fair. Chiefs, that's a W.
L.
That's a light. You saw what we did in the playoffs.
So 9-4. Okay.
They don't have Tyreek Hill. That's easy.
But they added like 3 possible replacements. Like, I'm not gonna just count out the Chiefs that fast, because
No, I'm not either. I see no fortune.
The Cleveland Browns, I think Deshaun Watson's back week 14. Y'all lose that game.
Yep, 9-5.
The Tampa Bay Bucks.
I'm sorry, Chris. That's a W. That's a W. I gotta say that's a W. Brady's gonna be tired by week 15. It's okay.
Not that.
I'm gonna give the Bengals the dub, just because I don't know why, but the last few years since Tom Brady's been there, like the last 2, by this time there's like a weird injury that the Bucks are just waiting for that person to come back, and it's always a major one. It's not like, our second
like
string.
a Quan Alexander or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's always like, Leonard Fournette has an ankle sprain. We're just waiting for him to come back, and then everything will be back on track. Oh, yeah, Mike Evans sprained his thumb. We're just waiting on him to get healthy, and then everything gets back on track.
Poor Godwin during this time had an ACL tear.
Yeah, like, when is he coming back? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Bills. I'm gonna give it to the Bengals.
Pats.
So, have you had your bye week yet?
Week 10.
Oh, okay. Where I was like, what the?
So what does that leave you guys at?
10-5.
No, because you had to buy. So 9-5.
9-5.
The Patriots, that's a dub. That's 10-5.
Yep.
The Bills.
That's an L. Depending, if they already like clinched the playoffs, then I don't know.
I think that's an L. Not gonna lie.
If they don't clinch the playoffs,
Yeah, I was about to say,
Monday Night Football. Like,
I think the Bills will have their division clinched already. The Bengals have to win that game because the Ravens, they play the following week to probably decide the division at that point. And then whoever loses that game is probably in the wild card.
Yep, I can see that happening.
So, Bill, you got the Bengals winning that, or the Bills?
I got Bengals.
All right, so that is 10-6.
Yeah.
Or 11-6? 10-6? Or 11-5?
I think 10-6.
Yeah, 11-5. We had y'all beating the Patriots, and then the Ravens. I could see y'all getting swept by the Ravens. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. This season they're a tough team.
That defense is
11-6.
disgusting.
So if you guys end up 11-6, you're stepping back from where you guys were last year, because we're 13-8, something like that, or 12-9
Let me see.
or whatever. I know they were somewhere around there. I know they had multiple. They were up there.
We were 10-7
last year.
Yeah, we were not supposed to be in the Super Bowl at all.
You're thinking of the Titans. The Titans were 12-5.
Yeah,
because they were the division leaders behind
y'all gonna make me look this up. Ain't no way.
I'm looking at it right now. 10-7.
Oh.
Because you got to remember, like,
let's see. It says 13-8 right here.
Because overall, with the playoffs and stuff, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's right. 13-8 is right. Yeah, that's right. With the you're right.
But yeah, we're only 10-7.
But yeah, I think it comes down to the Ravens and the Bengals in this division, depending on Deshaun Watson's suspension. If he gets suspended, then I think The Browns get a last wild card.
True.
Pittsburgh, I mean, I don't think they're going to be terrible, but this might be one of Mike Tomlin's first losing seasons.
Yep. I 100% agree.
Word. So it's May 13th. We're going to be placing that futures bet hopefully this weekend before all these announcements come out.
Am I crazy to say we're going to go under 10, though? I had to take that. Because we're at 10 at over-under, but I don't know.
I would go. I like that under.
Right? I kind of like the under, too.
So let's play the game again.
There's still a lot of tough games. Still got the Cowboys.
There's a lot of shake-up games there, too.
Yeah.
And the only reason they got that high of a thing is because they went to Super Bowl last year.
Right?
Yes, I mean, y'all beat the Steelers, y'all beat the Jets. Let's say y'all lose to the Dolphins for whatever reason. Y'all beat the Saints, like I said, is another toss-up game. Matter of fact, let's do the Saints toss-up. We'll give you guys the Dolphins. That's 3. The Falcons is 4. The Panthers is 5. The Steelers, 6.
6 here. Titans, Chiefs, we lose. Browns.
Patriots, 7. Bills, 8. And maybe the Ravens, 9. I mean, y'all can –
yeah, we can definitely be like 8, 9 wins, but like 10 is pushing it. Over 10, I think, is pushing it.
No, over 10 is definitely not happening.
Yeah, I don't see it. They have
Unless there's like catastrophic injuries, like over 10 is not happening. So yeah, we'll definitely be placing that bet this weekend. Any closing remarks?
Oh, it's something random, but it looks like Kyrie might not sign with Nike.
Oh, why?
I don't know. It says sources say that he something happened in the contract.
It's because they require vaccination at
No.
their warehouses.
So it is.
Jokes.
No, but I mean it has to do with that. Uncertainties around Kyrie's NBA future have made it unlikely Nike extends Kyrie's signature shoe deal.
Yep.
Because okay.
Because who knows what this man is gonna do? I mean, he might retire tomorrow. I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, it says Nike unlikely to extend. Yeah, wow. Good for Nike. So
I might have a few gems in this crib. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. I never owned a pair of Kyrie's and probably never will.
I only did because
I hate those shoes. They're probably great for basketball.
Nah, that's the main reason why I bought them. They were great for ball and they were mad comfortable to work in. But to wear out in public, yeah, you're not catching me.
Like to wear out in public, like if people just be wearing them, like nah, I'm good on that. Cuz no thanks.
You're not wearing it with some shorts, no? Casual.
Some cargo shorts with the elite socks up to the knees.
I think I wear like KD, I wear KDs before I wear those. And the new KD's a ugly boy.
I like the ones that are dropping this year, those like mids. They're not like the worst. I've seen worse from KD. Like them duck, whatever the hell he was wearing that time.
Just know the KD4 was the best KD ever made.
Yeah, KD4, and then right behind I'll put the KD7.
And the KD7, yes, I agree.
Then
it's a solid number 2 behind the 4, though.
And then everything else is kind of just please wear on a court, do not even bother.
Sure.
Look, Chris is just so excited about his KD4s that he froze and everything. Oh, there you go.
There we go. I'm back. It says my internet is unstable.
Well,
I heard that much.
I think that might be a good place to close then, since the internet is a little wonky. We only got 4 minutes left. My closing statement will be Aaron Judge is leading the MLB in home runs. Giancarlo Stanton is waking up. It's a good time to be a Yankee fan.
You heard?
It's still hot. New York.
I know you heard that yesterday. He said, "Yo, you're overrated." Say, "Yo, watch."
He said, "Hold that." He said, "You know what? Just in case that you missed it the first time, hold this one too."
Facts.
Hit a freaking laser, son. His home runs are so wild to watch, bro. Like, they literally are just screamers into the outfield.
Yeah.
But we're in there, guys. Definitely still mad early in baseball, like we love saying, because we're still only up to, like, game, like, 20, maybe 30. We're in the 20s to 30 range right now.
Still looking good for New York.
Facts.
Hopefully football looks the same way, man. Hopefully we got some promise, because If football is bad, it's gonna be a long winter out here. Tell you that much.
Be a tough season.
Facts.
But all right, guys. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Hope
All right,
everybody out there has an amazing weekend. Peace.
Peace.